All right, so sitting here with Colin Nathan. He's sitting on his phone just before the interview.
Viva, brother, from South Africa.
From South Africa. I mean, how was your?
Well, we've done an interview on the whole Russian thing. I was at home. Now we're in the office.
Yeah.
Just so good to be home. So good to be back in the office. So good to be coaching.
Yeah.
Absolutely doing what I love, and I'm very blessed. And with the recent death of Andre Tyson, may his soul rest in peace. It's been hectic. The third wave is real, and it's just been. I'm just so grateful to be breathing and alive.
Well, I mean, that's it. You were stuck. You were struggling with COVID-19, but three other guys, Neville Hart, Ledwaba, and now Andre Tyson, unfortunately passed. I mean,
just crazy what's going on. So, the vaccine's going to be rolling. It already is rolling out. Some are for it, some are against it. Irrespective, I think it's about choice, and people are allowed to have their freedom of choice.
Absolutely.
But, it's just good to be back in the gym and doing my thing, and cheers. And just grateful to be breathing, bro, like I said.
Grateful to be breathing, but we know that you can't breathe without making deals, so... Anything?
Yeah. There's a few things. Still working on that other project that we discussed when I got back. So I'm still waiting for one or two answers with regards to what we need to do next. Busy with Lorato. Obviously, we're waiting for the 20th of August, I believe, for Rakhimov and Okawa, who's going to win that, and then we've got to start negotiating for Azinga. Felix Alvarado makes a voluntary defense next month, and then it's mandatory for Sibinon Chinga, which I'm going to put together as well for Rumble Africa. Interesting scenario with Maruti being number 2 in the WBC. There are rumors that Martinez is going to move up. One more defense against the interim champion potentially. So let's see what happens there. Head of Hormones is number 6 in the world by the WBA. I'm very excited about that. She's going to be fighting on the 8th of October, I believe, here in Johannesburg. So very excited about her career, moving along nicely, getting a bit of momentum, which we need for her. And just very, very busy. And then, of course, I want to get Heki out again before the end of the year. BC number 2. And then just kind of busy doing things. And then, obviously, development, we've got Caden coming out. And Katlechos coming out as well. So they're going to be busy as well. So I'm excited about them.
Do they have a date yet?
Yes, so potentially September, but they are booked for the 8th of October if September doesn't work out for them.
Right. So that's obviously...
I would see Piwa Konko as well makes his long debut. Long comeback. Long awaited comeback, you could say. With a disaster the last time with his opponent. How heavy was he? 6 kilograms?
6 kilograms over.
That's just a disgrace.
Yeah,
That was crazy.
That was another.
He was eating a lot of sugar, wasn't he?
Yeah.
I'm not sure he deserved it though.
And he deserved the hotel food afterwards.
Yeah, so it's just crazy. So I'm looking forward to getting him back. BC number 4, by the way.
Oh,
so he's moved up from 5 to number 4, which I'm happy about.
What's a realistic opportunity for him?
Another title shot. Obviously, get this win behind him. Get this win behind him and let's go champ.
Well, let's talk about the incomings. Christian Laborte is the latest member to the gym. He's a middleweight contender.
You're forgetting about Tariq Alali. He's in South Africa.
He's in South Africa as well. Let's talk about both of them.
So Laborte approached me. Funny enough, he reached out to me on one of my social media platforms, and I weeks ago, and I think I was in hospital, and I didn't see the message. And then he got hold of me on Facebook, and he was like, he wants to come see me. And when he came to see me, he was like, I reached out to him. I'm like, I actually looked at him. I didn't know what he was talking about. And then on the weekend, I saw the message, and I just wrote back to him this weekend, and I said to him, look, I'm so sorry. I only saw the message now. So he can punch. Getting a draw in his last fight is like kissing your mother on the arse. It's not a loss and it's not a win, but you got to pull up your socks and obviously, do better. So I think he can really punch. And I think my project with him would be to work on his boxing ability and his boxing skills. And don't be surprised if his brother joins us as well.
Did you watch his first fight where he got that big knockout?
I didn't. But I know from amateurs he could really... I know he knocked out the SA champ from what he was telling me and what Anton... I remember Anton Gilmore bringing him in here a couple of years ago and telling me, this kid just knocked out the SA champ. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. And his brother as well is also pretty solid. So, doing his LLB, so I'm very impressed with that. I mean, a lawyer in boxing, we need more of those, don't we?
It's on SA Boxing Talk if you want to give it a view.
Well, there you go. Okay, I'll take a look at that.
All right. And then Tariq Al Ali, same weight division as him.
Well, yeah, maybe Tariq goes to super middle. Let's see. We'll see where he's at. But yeah, also very excited. It's just like there's a good energy in the gym and good vibe. So we've got really talented fighters in the gym, which I'm really blessed to tell you about.
Moroccan All-African gold medalist.
2019. Obviously, COVID last year screwed everything up. But also very excited, young kid, very good boxer, can really punch as well. Good looking kid as well, very marketable, and obviously the North African fighters are very, very solid, and looking forward to his career.
The assumption, from the people out there that want to know how he's going to be developed, maybe he'll start off in South Africa.
Yeah. So we're looking at taking him to the 4-round level, prelim level, and then bringing him through the ranks, and then slowly but surely take him internationally. But South Africa is his base, This is his second work permit. The first work visa. The first one elapsed because of COVID. Now we applied again, we got it. So just looking forward to him being established here in South Africa first. And then we'll see. With
him being a foreign-based fighter, is he going to be slightly fast-tracked?
I'm not sure yet. Let's see. But definitely his first fight will probably be 4 rounds, not 6. Actually, I'm not. Let's see. I'm not big on fast tracking fighters, as you know. I like developing fighters effectively, and I think it's one of the problems we lack here in South Africa. You look at a guy like Ricardo Malajika. I think it was fast tracked, and he came up short against Abela Ngibiani. And then we've seen it with Ticha as well, being put in after 3 or 4 fights against Nkosinathi Joy, and that was also fast tracked and backfired. So I want to develop him properly and effectively, and I think that's going to come with time.
And obviously being MCK Africa, are you watching the Olympics, watching the African boxing?
Yeah, I've got my own, a couple of kids. I recognize and remember them from the qualifiers, and 1 or 2 from the All Africa Games too. Mm-hmm. So there are 1 or 2 I've got my eyes on, but look, I'm just like readjusting and realigning to be back in South Africa after being in Russia 5 weeks. So it was crazy.
Good to be in the office again, doing the work from here.
It's good to be doing the interview, yeah. Listen, I love my man cave, as you know. It's just, but it's great working behind my laptop and obviously touching base with a lot of people that I was out of touch with when I was in Russia for 5 weeks. So it's great.
Okay, so let's talk about getting out and about. You've been patching up old relationships with people. Let's start one by one. Jody Solomon, you guys got together. What was happening?
So it was actually on my mind when I fell out with my former promoter. It's been on my mind for a while, and just wanted to, just kind of patch things up. It was silly why we fell out anyway. And my post last week with Harry was also like some relationships are worth fixing. So it was just. One of the comments was like, this near-death experience has brought out the best of you. It wasn't that. It was just like, I want to start having working relationships with pretty much everyone and anyone, barring a few. So it was a long time coming, and with Jody losing one of her parents, I thought the time was right for me to reach out and say, look, my condolences, and let's shoot the breeze, and the dust has settled, and let's kiss and make up.
Well, with that being said, are you looking to make any more? Is there anyone else that you want to make up with?
There's certain people that I don't care about, and I don't care that I don't care. But maybe a flight to East London to patch 1 or 2 things up there. Maybe a flight to Cape Town to patch 1 or 2 things up there. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. But the reality is that the main objective for me is South African and African boxing, and having working relationships, and just because you don't like someone doesn't mean you can't work with them. But generally, Harry and Jody, the people that I reached out to, I have a long history with them if you go back in my career. So it was time. It was the right time, and I didn't want to have any more animosity, and I thought the time was right to patch these relationships up. Potentially going forward, when things start to move, people understand why I want to patch up these relationships.
I just wanted to confirm, because we never did this on camera, Reino Liebenberg, is he...
He has retired. He has retired. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, because he's like a true character of South African boxing, who I think is going to be sorely missed. And happy that he's retired because of his family. You know, he's a family man, and he's had a great innings, and he'll admit that. From my perspective, I just miss the guy because I love him to bits. But yeah, and again, just gutted that I wasn't with him in his last fight.
Well, I don't feel like he's going to leave boxing. He'll be in here with some capacity.
Yeah. Like he still said that he wants to come in once a week and spar. And the problem with that is that, you know, he looks good in sparring. He'll say to me, coach, I want one more. But he knows, we both know, we announced officially in writing to Boxing South Africa 2 weeks ago, announcing his retirement and vacating the South African Super Middleweight Championship. Who I believe is going to be contested by Colin and Fernando Rodriguez. I think that's... Frank. And I think that's a good fight. You know, I think it's a good fight. So good luck to the winner, whoever that may be, and good luck to the two guys. But in terms of him calling it a day, officially it's done.
Right, so
I was funny. I was thinking about him this morning, and I was like, I'm missing, man. I was just like, I'm missing. You know, just you're outspoken guy, telling it like it is. You know, throwing a few swear words. You know, profanity in as well. I miss the guy. I miss him.
Yeah, I mean that's just with boxing, everyone's gonna retire, right? So it's like
yeah, of course. And I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, things happen. You know, we can't stay young forever. Reino's 37. He's going to be 38 at the end of the year, and it's time. It's time. And I said to him when he came to the office, I was like, I don't want to see you get punched anymore, you know. But if he wants to spar here once a week, obviously I'm going to see him get punched, but not on a professional capacity anymore.
And his injuries from the fights?
Cracked jaw. You could see the swelling, the left hook in the ninth round when you got put over. You could see the swelling. It was quite grotesque, actually. I thought he fractured it, but he said to me he cracked it. So yeah, I mean, it's time. It's enough.
Yeah, and you've got a whole host of fighters in the country now lining up for world title contentions. Which is the closest one?
They're all pretty close, to be honest with you. I mean, even Maruti's close, coming off a loss against losing his IBF world champion. He's close.
Are you going to follow Edwards' career now?
I always like Sonny.
Yeah.
We like Sonny, you know, and good guy, and also outspoken kid, knows his boxing, a student of the game. So, listen, I hate losing. Everyone hates losing, but we lost to a fighter who I like him. So he's close. Lorot Lamini's close. Heki Butler's close. So these guys are very, very close. Azinga Fazili's right there, you know. So yeah, I'm very excited. I'm very excited about the future. I'm very optimistic about South African and African boxing. I think there's going to be massive change. I've said it to you 2 years ago, but of course COVID kind of screwed things up. But you know, I think it's just great. I think boxing is going to be in a very healthy position once the vaccine rolls out, once people get vaccinated, and travels, you know, freely permitted and crowds are permitted. I think boxing, particularly in South Africa, is going to be in a very healthy position.
All right, because this is going to be an impartial question. Rakhimov or Gawa, who wins?
I heard Rakhimov was struggling in the gym last week, struggling. I think he came into camp also quite heavy. Don't count Ogawa out. Don't count him out.
He beat Stephen Palmer.
Very close, controversial decision. My gut says Rakhimov, but my mind says don't count Ogawa out. Don't count him out. You know, Rakimov's got that southpaw, very aggressive front foot, takes a lot of punishment, takes a lot of shots. I mean, Azinga was licking him before he got nailed, you know, a schoolboy error, throwing a jab against the ropes, getting caught with the left hand in the 8th round. I favour Rakhimov, but I wouldn't be surprised if Ogawa can pull it off. Happening in Dubai, which is weird, 20th of August. So, who do you favour? Rakhimov, yeah. So I think Rakhimov would be he could outwork Ogawa, you know, maybe force a stoppage late. But also, Ogawa's he can also dig. So if he catches Rakhimov clean, I don't know. But I suspect Rakhimov, you know, outworks him and beats him on points or stops him late.
And when it comes to the eliminator and Azinga fighting the winner, are you going to be dealing with Eddie, or is there another promoter in the mix?
No, right now, we need to see who wins that fight first. So, if Ogawa wins, he's controlled by Tekken, Mr. Honda. So let's see. Let's just get this. Let's see what the result is, and then we can kind of assess and see what the next move is.
All right. Well, happy you're back. Is there anything else you want to add?
No, just a shout out to everyone, and good seeing you in the office.